Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk, thinking right out here in my lab, where I do what I do for you. Put the book aside because I got a little personal issue I want to address, so you know how we do. Let's get it started. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them, I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking, mission, that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right think is way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practiced daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my eye, be true. You know, I get though personal every now and then. This is one of them times, all right? Right thinkers. And it's annoying. Let's talk about bits and pieces of information. It's not knowledge. What do you mean? As a teacher and a student in life, I pay attention to a lot of stuff. And what I'm saying is, we got parrots. You know, you get back, you get the parrot, probably want a cracker, it'll repeat what you said to it. It'll repeat. We got a bunch of parrots walking around here. All they do is repeating misinformation, wrong information, bits and pieces of information, and they think they know something. Calm down. See where I'm going with this? Okay, so let's go. If you only have a bit or a piece of some information or something, you don't have any knowledge. You just have pieces, fragments. No, that's like a unfinished sentence. Where are you going with this? What is the purpose? What's it about? Well, again, parroting, just saying what somebody told him. If I'm listening to somebody, when I hear what's being said, if it's something new, I'm going to think about it, ponder it, reflect on it, so I can understand and digest it. If it's information that don't make sense, I'm not even wasting my time. That's called discernment. My discernment lets me know what somebody telling me is right or wrong. That's what we need to get better at too as a people. But this is the reason why. So let me show you. Bits of information don't mean you have knowledge. Again, somebody told you something, you liked it, you heard it, you didn't do your due diligence, you didn't check it, you think you got knowledge of something. You got a bit of information. I know this, you don't know nothing except what somebody told you. Outside that, you have no clue. And if you learn it, you should learn at your pace. Learn it, understand it, and then you can expand on it. If I hear something, I like it. But if I ain't do my due diligence, I'm not going to teach it. Why? That ain't my thing. Simple. I know it. I got information. That don't mean nothing. A lot of people don't see that way. And when you only have a bit of information, that's not having knowledge of it. That's just have a bit of something, but it means nothing. A little bit of something, when you need all, don't do you no good. If you're telling me something, I'm listening, and while the whole thing, you're not telling me the whole thing, you just give me bits and pieces, and being who I am, I'm going to ask questions about what you're talking about. I'm not one of them people, you talk to me for 2 or 3 minutes and the first response come out my mouth is something totally different than what you're talking about. No, I pay attention and I'm going to address what you say. And if what you're saying, I'm going to question it. Bits and pieces of information, okay, should be what? Kept to yourself. If you only got a little bit until you get all of it, don't talk about it. Why? You don't know enough to give information until you get all the information. I don't come here with half information. No. So I take it personal. If you're a teacher, knowing about something, you did it. You know it because you put the work in. You can't know about something somebody told you. The information I give you, I don't expect you to know it. You need to implement it, practice it. That's how you know it. I'm just giving it. I can give it, but if it's not being used or if it ain't useful to somebody, it's just a waste of time. Bad waste of information. And we got a bunch of that going on. So I ain't getting that. I ain't going there. I'm a questioner. Again, if you're telling me something, I'm going to have questions about it. Be I understand it, don't understand it, like it, don't like it, don't make it different. I'm going to question why. Well, that's called conversating. You can question me about anything. I have a problem with that. But as a master teacher, master meaning I master myself. I only teach what I master. That's what's called rightisms. Okay, my experiences that I can speak for. I studied my philosophy. It's my way. But right thinking philosophy is about me. That's the difference. And all the information I got from studying. I just used it, put it my way, and give it to you. Oh, I know what I got. I know what I'm doing. That's why. And as a master teacher, I know it's important to know what you're talking about. That's if you can't claim mastery if you don't know what the hell you're doing. Master Masons, they claim master. They don't have a clue about who and what they are, but they tell you I'm a Master Mason. I'll question it. I try them, and then most of them fail every time. Moving on. If I give you information, it's correct and usable information. Why? All information that I give is good. Why? I use it. That's why I can vouch for what I give you. I use it. Okay? I do my homework when I'm learning what I'm going to learn to give to you. All the other stuff I already got, I got that. I'm learning new stuff to implement it to my teachings. That's all. I'm still learning. Why? I'm a student of life. I like learning things. I do my homework on what information that I plan to give out. When? Daily. I study every day. Okay? I don't do bits and pieces of information. No, got time for that. So that's my point. And I see a lot of people with just bits and pieces. I'm like, that ain't knowledge. That ain't it. Come on, man, stop that. But information in fragments don't lead to real knowledge. So why would you accept fragmented information? Either you give me all or don't waste my time. That's my point. Half a story, half a loaf. No, if I need a whole loaf, don't bring me half a loaf, quarter loaf. No, I want the whole damn loaf. Simple. Half a story is not enough information. Why? To be considered knowledge or something that can help you. Why? It ain't going nowhere. I'm stuck. I don't know what your point. We ain't making no sense here. That's why. Half info, half information is no better than what? No information. Why? You gave me half a story that ain't did nothing for me. Now I just got bitch information that ain't gonna do me no good. Wasting time in my head. Okay? It's occupying space that ain't doing no good. That's why meditation is important. It takes flush the garbage out. Another little tidbit. But I keep that information that I got to myself until what? I do my due diligence before I give it to you. I'm checking it out. Because somebody say it good, I need to know. Let me taste it. Let me check it out. When I was in my drug game, I was my tester. I'm not going to go get some junkie to have them tell me if something is good. I don't know if it's good or not. If you're doing it, you should be the one who knows. Sorry, this flashback, okay? But having knowledge of something means you know it. That's my point. I don't like bits and pieces. If you're giving me information, please make sure that you can explain it and you can be clear about it. So now you're giving me something. If you're telling me something I don't know, I'm going to question. So I'm going to see if it makes sense, see if you got it. So don't just tell me just no. I don't go with that way. You need to make it make sense to me or be out. Leave me alone. And again, fragmented information. Make sure to explain it. If not, it doesn't do me any good, okay? Fragmented information is like, okay, talking, but I will say a word here, stop. Say a word there, stop. I can't follow this. There's no rhythm, no pattern. So fragmented information, keep it to yourself. Okay? It makes no sense. Trust me. I call that use of information. If you're gonna tell me something that you know, okay, I'll listen. But if it don't, I ain't got time for that. Move it on. Okay. The information I give, I try to make sure is what? It's understood or understandable. I explain it, try to make it clear, break it down, simplify it for you so that it can be used. If I'm giving you something, a weapon, you got this big fancy weapon. You don't know how to use it, how to load it, what's going on. Not good. I tell you how to break down, show you what it's about, and you know that weapon. That's knowledge. That's information. That's what useful. That's all I'm saying. We call it instruction. Same thing. Okay. I know people get the box and put something together, throw the instructions away. Really? So we going there. All right. Now I have, excuse my vernacular, I got shitloads of information. I got a whole bunch. I got stuff that all I got to do is sit and think. I can go and get a whole bunch of stuff in my head. Okay. But that's all what? Useless information if it's fragmented or bits and pieces or not explained. It's in your head. People think what they think other people think. We don't think alike. Common sense is we all know 2 + 2 is 4. Universal. That's common sense. Moving on. But what you think, how you think, that's individual. We're all individuals and we have our own thing to use. Okay? Understand that. But I have information up the wazoo. And it's not all useful information to you. But I only gonna give you what? Useful information. I got a bunch of it, but no, I'm only gonna give you what's useful to you. How about that? I take information because I want to use it too. Why? If I'm getting some information, I want to be able to use it. That's why I don't want to be having my time wasted with useless information. Again, I watched some of the stuff on, man, I ain't going there. I spent over 30 years gathering and learning what? Information. About who? Myself. To know myself. That's what self-mastery is. I spent all my time learning how to be my best self. Once I've done that, and I've done it, now all I do with that knowledge, give it away. When? Every day. Just give it away. Why? Somebody can use it. One man's junk is another man's treasure. My knowledge is helpful to somebody. That's why I give it away. I use it, so why not give it to someone else? Maybe it's useful to them too. That's the reason why I do what I do. For you. All right, let's get this thing over with. All right, and I have information about a lot of other things other than myself. But the best information is what I call self-information, self-knowledge. Learn about you, master you, and then you can do whatever else you want. A lot of us tend to do it the other way around. When you know you, the world becomes your oyster. Why? Because you the pearl. You already got that. Well, I'll go out into the world and have some fun. But if you go out and conquer the world and don't know yourself, we know what that leads to. Moving on. And that's going on, a lot of that going on too. It ain't nothing new. Information, aka like knowledge, is what, excuse me. Okay, information, aka like self-knowledge, is what I mastered. I studied, I implemented, I learned it, I listened, I lived it, went daily, and I end up mastering what? Myself. How to conduct myself, how to think, do, and be, and understand. That's all self-knowledge. I got degrees, I got plaques, I got certificates about a whole bunch of other stuff. But nobody gives you a certificate of self-knowledge until what? Judgment Day. That's when it pays off. Trust me. All right? That's the right thinking philosophy. With the information that I give you, it's all good information. Useful information. For you. It's all predicated on you. And that will help you what? To know you. All about you. It's all about you. Some people say that's selfish. Okay. Be selfish. Trust me, it works. I got lessons coming up about selfish people. Being selfish about knowing you, that's the way to be selfish. Being selfish about possessive and materialistic things, that's not good. That's what we're going to talk about next lesson, but that's where I'm going. Why? I'm seeing a lot of stuff going on that I just want to talk about. That's all, outside of what I do. Every now and then I step out and throw something out there. My concept, my rants, personal concepts. All right, here we go. Wrapping it up. My information that I give daily is only good for those who want it, and so they can what? Use it for themselves. That's it. I don't control who view this. I don't control what you do after I do my job, which is present it to you and see what happens and get ready for the next lesson. This is my classroom. I'm teaching. So let me wrap this lesson up for you. Now, what I give you is to be lived. What? Meaning practice when daily. I ain't giving it to you. This is what I've started. No. Implement everything I give you, implement it. Right then and there. That's what I did it. That's just how I did it. When I learned it, I conceived it. Oh, I started practicing it. That's all. That's what mastery is. When you learn something, you practice it when? Daily. And what happened? That will get you spiritually enlightened. Why? Because you're practicing and you're following the disciplines, and you'll know for yourself that by doing this, you get blessed. Ask anybody who's living in blessed life, ask them how to get the blessings. Ask them. They'll tell you. My goal is to just give you the information. What? To what? On what you need to know, which is you. Again, and God. It's all God with me. I'm not here wilding out and talking about nonsense. No, I'm trying to get you to get God's attention by what? Living right and doing things that you need to do, and He'll recognize you for that. That's all. I'm telling you what I know. Okay? My goal is to get information that you need to what? Know thyself. My mission, that's all I got for you. I don't do bit or pieces of information about self. Why? I got all the information about that. I give life lessons, what? That you can live by. Why I did, that's what I'm giving it to you. Because, okay, the gospel, good news. I'm only here to give them the good news, but I don't claim myself to be a gospel with nobody. Okay, moving on. They say, truth hurts. Again, so, let me say this to you right now. If truth hurts you, okay, they say truth hurts. So if you're hurt by the truth I'm giving you, it's going to hurt. Prepare yourself for pain. Why? Because I'm giving to you the truth. How you deal with that is totally up to you. I really don't care. I'm not concerned myself with how you react to my lessons. Hope you use them to benefit you. But if you hurt by the truth, that's what I'm going to give you. And prepare yourself. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Brace yourself. The truth hurts you. You are a liar. I'm going to try to change that. Why? I'm going to beat you down with the truth. Moving on. Wrap it up again. Not to be disrespectful or facetious. If you're a liar, you're my worst enemy. Information, like knowledge, is only good when what? When it's used correctly. The power ain't in the information. The power is using the information, aka the knowledge. That's what I give you. So I'm trying to empower you to what? To yourself. That's the lesson. Hope you got it. Don't be one of them people who do bits and pieces of information. Know what you're talking about, and more importantly, know thyself. That's the lesson I'm out. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all dare to be 100, me, 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers who got all the information right and passed away.